Today's episode of Inside Gaming Daily is brought to you by Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code INSIDE20 at manscaped.com.
You ready? Everything's rolling?
I am ready.
We can call Brian. Hey everybody, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Friday.
Friday, yeah!
That was a good one.
A happy Friday. Let's dunk some more on Google Stadia to finish off the week.
Yeah, not only has the much ballyhooed game streaming service, ballyhooed, thank you, Brian.
You're welcome, buddy.
Not only has the much ballyhooed game streaming service had issues with latency, getting people their orders on time, and lying about 4K, ooh, now it's apparently jacking the price of its games up.
Pay more for a worse experience. It's the Google promise.
Thanks for being a founder, you fucking moron.
The sweet sounds of dunking on a crisp winter morn.
The dew is hardly cooled. I don't think that's how dew works. Brian, tell us about it.
Yeah, Google really needs to work on their sales pitch, because if they start to get a reputation for being more expensive, the future is not going to look great. I mean, it's already fun to make fun of them. They don't need to add not for the poors to their features list.
Now hang on a second.
You sure you want to play games with poor people?
If they pitch it as more of an exclusive wealth experience, then I might be a little more interested.
Like that exclusive version of Tinder that's just for celebs.
I don't want to brag, but I'm not on it.
Let's dive into the details of this latest Stadia mess.
The gift that keeps on shitting. This story has to do with one game in particular, Darksiders Genesis, a top-down hack and slash that's a prequel game in the Darksiders series.
Got a 77 on Metacritic with Mashable's reviewer calling it, quote, serviceable. Yeah, that's how you know a game is good. You can play this, I guess.
It boots up successfully.
Yeah, Brian, tell us about this one.
Yeah, so, all right, it's not a Game of the Year candidate, but that's not why I wrote about it. It released yesterday on Stadia and Steam. It's the first brand new game to come out on Stadia, which is good, but of course, Google did find a way to screw this up.
People noticed that Darksiders Genesis is selling for 40 clams on Stadia. But over on Steam, it's a full $10 cheaper. Same with good old games, same with the Humble Bundle.
That's so much Destiny silver you could buy instead.
Think about how many sparrows I could be riding.
So many skins I could buy in PUBG. Stadia, if you want to play our games, you've got to get us $10 extra.
Well, something extra if you don't want to be seated by the bathroom, if you know what I'm saying. Bonjour.
You could use that $10 to buy a six-pack and forget you bought Google Stadia.
What are you buying six-packs of?
Or 540s.
Stadia, we're the annoyed bellhop at a nice hotel.
I mean, that's what the nice hotel bellhops are there for rich people to scream themselves hoarse at. Now, some have pointed out that Stadia's price is in line with consoles, where it's also expected to be $40, but that version won't come out until next year.
And if you pre-order the console versions, you also get a 10% discount. So Stadia is basically just more expensive. They're not even trying.
Not a great look for Stadia to be charging more on day one than other services.
It's a primo service. You get 4K and a blowjob.
Not for the poor.
Plus, the whole point of Stadia is that it was supposed to be a cheaper gaming alternative, not more expensive.
Yeah, overcharging your early adopters or founders isn't the best way to get positive word of mouth going.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna try this new thing. It's more expensive and doesn't work as well. Hey, you should check it out. Brian, how are fans taking this?
Not well, Patrick. Over on the Stadia forums, community member Messio81 wrote, "The price is unacceptable," with 3 exclamation marks, so you know they're pissed. They wrote, "The price in Steam is $29.99 and you buy a code more cheaper." Love that grammar. I can't understand Google Stadia's pricing policy.
Hey, you don't need perfect English to get mad at a game service.
Anger is the universal language.
Well, they were born in 1981. They haven't learned how to spell yet.
Little known fact, no one born in the 80s can spell or write.
Lesser known fact, no one was born in the 80s.
That's not true. I was born in 1988.
Jesus Christ, let's not play this game.
I remember the fall of the Berlin Wall when I was 6 months old.
I remember Magic Johnson getting AIDS.
Another Stady. Is that what we're calling him? Stadies?
No, this is another community member. That's their name.
Oh.
Another community member with the awesome name Stady wrote, "I'm not going to buy games for these prices. If this will be the norm, I'll stick with Steam."
If you were already playing on PC, why did you buy a Stadia?
Henceforth, I will be known as Steamy.
It is done! Yeah, so of course we dipped into the Stadia subreddit, which continues to staunchly defend poor Google's reputation. Because we must protect our billionaire overlords at all Costs.
USA.
Bloomberg. User Avenge Nibelheim noted that the game was a whole $15 cheaper on Steam for people who pre-ordered. Wow, they're just giving this away.
Yeah, that's like full delivery from Popeyes, even with all the exorbitant inflation, crazy fees and tips. So they wrote, quote, I was interested in getting this for Stadia, but a $15 premium is a bad look, especially when normal pricing is still a $10 premium. I have my doubts of adoption when the platform is more expensive, in addition to its paradigm shift in model.
Damn. r/I am very smart.
Very much so. A paradigm
Shift. Yeah, this one is also weird because for a lot of its games, Stadia will give discounts for pro members, but weirdly, that's not the case with Darksiders Genesis.
For you, full price. Full price, my friend.
Full preach.
Yeah, you know what you don't have to pay full price for? To shave that unkempt gamer bush.
Whoa!
Woo! It's not the 70s anymore, you disgusting animals.
Today's episode is brought to you by Manscaped. It's the best in men's below-the-belt grooming. They offer precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Jingle balls to the walls, fellas. Listen up. Untrimmed pubes, they're a thing of the past. It's time to gear up and get yourself the gift of shaving this holiday season with the Manscaped Perfect Package 2.0. Gone are the days of Christmas tree shopping and discomfort because you've nicked yourself up and down. Revolutionary company Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. Their Lawnmower 2.0 has proprietary advanced skin-safe technology, so the trimmer won't nick or snag your nuts. It's waterproof, so you can use it in the shower, and when you're not distracted, you will get a much nicer treat, maybe a fur. The Lawnmower 2.0 comes inside their Perfect Package 2.0, which makes for the perfect gift. The Manscaped Perfect Package 2.0 also includes the Crop Preserver. It's an anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer. I'm thankful for their Crop Reviver. This product, along with the Crop Preserver, aforementioned, keeps your balls from sweating, smelling, sticking, and all of those together. These products also smell good. Their scent is attractive and will help set the mood, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. The Perfect Package will also come with a pair of Manscaped boxer briefs that keep your junk feeling fresh all day. It's time to upgrade and throw out that old pair. 'Tis the season to Manscaped, so get yourself, your dad, your brother, and friends the best gift of all, which is the Manscaped Perfect Package 2.0. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code INSIDE20 at manscaped.com. Boy, that was a close shave!
Let's not give them any more time than they paid for. Back to Stadia and its expensive games. Polygon asked publisher THQ Nordic about the price difference on Darksiders Genesis, but a spokesperson said, quote, THQ doesn't comment on their price policy.
How opaque and mysterious.
Yeah, that icy Nordic disposition.
Of course, we would not comment on this.
We were talking about it in the sauna. This is, of course, just the latest blunder by Stadia since it released last month. Brian, why don't you tell us about the storied past of Google Stadia?
Yeah, they've been stepping on their own dicks since the beginning. From the get-go, Stadia has failed to live up to its promises of being a lag-free streaming service. Some reviewers were impressed with the technology, but others reported that the reality of Stadia didn't quite match up to the hype, especially when it came to fundamental things like latency and games working.
I mean, to step on your own dick, you have to have a pretty huge dick. Maybe if you want your games lag-free, that's $10 extra. Tip, please.
Anything would be nice.
Cue the cam girl tip noise.
You pulled that up pretty well from memory.
No.
Just one horny guy.
First of all, I had my balls removed for cosmetic purposes, so... More recently, there was RefundGate, a name that we made up, copyright 2019 Inside Gaming. If you use that, you have to pay us. Don't even think about stealing it, we'll sue the shit out of you. Do you know who our fathers are? Who's your dad?
I'm gonna improvise right now.
What's his name and social security number?
David Koch, his social security number 4. I miss my daddy so very much.
Mine was an elementary school English teacher. He'll make fun of your use of commas.
RefundGate, copyright Inside Gaming 2019, happened when Google added Farming Simulator 19 and Tomb Raider Definitive Edition to their Stadia Pro subscription service. Just what everyone was asking for.
I was waiting.
Meaning they were free to subscribers, but that pissed off people who'd paid full price for the games just a few weeks ago.
Man.
Guilty.
So Stadia later said that it would offer refunds for the games, which was actually pretty decent of them, but who cares? It's dunking season, baby!
Rim to hoop on! I'm gonna step over them because I just dunked.
That's a basketball term.
Yeah, I'm in the paint hard. Oh, and there was the whole debacle over whether Stadia's games were truly rendering in 4K. Brian.
Stadia boss Phil Harrison claimed that all games on Stadia support 4K, but then Eurogamer and others revealed that some games like Red Dead Redemption 2 only rendered at 1440p and then were upscaled to 4K. This is bullshit.
Did they lie to us?
Yeah, we're just getting garbage and they're feeding it to us like it's 4K.
Sergey, right? That's one of the co-founders.
I don't know.
Sergey, why?
So some outlets accused Google of lying about Stadia's capabilities, and Stadia bravely responded that it was all the developers' fault. Definitely what you want to do is immediately alienate the people who are choosing to make games for your shitty service.
Well, it all adds to the impression that Stadia still isn't ready for prime time and is either a beta or something for early adopters.
There have been streaming services in the past, but lots of companies are expected to release their own versions in the next year or so.
Another big one, Microsoft's xCloud, is in beta, but Stadia has been the first to officially launch.
Hey boys, get a load of this. Would you say Stadia is the beta of streaming services?
Oh, Brian, that's such an alpha thing to say.
I just cucked Stadia.
So it makes sense that the first entrant will get a lot of criticism, but that's the risk you take, and Google certainly has not made it easy on itself with all these unforced errors.
Still though, streaming isn't going away. Despite Stadia's hiccups, pretty much everyone agrees that it's going to be the future of gaming, or at least future of gaming.
One of many.
I hate the way you pronounced that.
Yeah, Google's entry into video games has gotten the attention of all the established players.
Interestingly, Kotaku reported recently that both Sony and Microsoft, the big boys, have been terrified, or had been terrified of Google getting into video games dating back to the first rumors of Stadia.
Yeah, tell us what our friend of the show said, Brian.
Can I do it in the Jason Schreier voice?
I
course.
insist.
Jason Schreier wrote that developers at both companies would routinely talk to him about Google's plans and discuss their own responses to streaming, but he added that after Stadia's tepid launch, that threat appears to be overstated. Owned.
We thought they were gonna be good, but we were wrong. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. No, that's fine.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
It's all good. It's cool. Yeah, I can't imagine either company losing sleep over Stadia lately. No, they're not. Meanwhile, Nintendo is off to the side, chasing butterflies like my weird cousin Rick. Rick's cool though, if only we were all so carefree.
One day he will catch one of those butterflies, and I do not know what he'll do to it.
He's a simpleton.
There's no doubt that the streaming wars will pick up though, especially as companies with actual experience in games get involved. Burn.
As of now, though, we'll just continue to laugh at Stadia while it fumbles its way through launching a really ambitious service that is not quite ready yet. I would argue not ready at all.
I would say beta is generous. It's an alpha cuck, which is a rare sight.
The rarest of breeds. In both the animal kingdom and the game kingdom.
The game kingdom. Fair lord of gaming. Reggie.
Yeah. Bigger news for you. It's about the biggest company in the world, the richest man in the the He's a gamer. He's getting into gaming.
Too.
And he's bald, that's right.
Yeah, it's another
Looks
tech
a bit
giant.
like a penis.
We got news that yet another tech giant is getting into the game streaming business, which means that even more ways to play stuttering laggy games that you don't own. 2020 is gonna be awesome.